In this video, we're back for another first impression. So in this video, we're gonna get into a brand, Lattafa, so a familiar brand, a familiar dupe brand that we all know and love. But I got my hands on this most recent one in this most recent haul. We're gonna get through our blind smell reaction. The fragrance of the day, fellas, is this one right here. This is called Lattafa Maahir Legacy. Now, Maahir Legacy is a fragrance that is associated, and many people say is an inspiration of Parfums de Mardi Sedley. So Sedley is one of those PDM fragrances that is really citrus heavy. It's known as kind of your spring summer fragrance, but unfortunately Sedley for many of us is going to run you at least $300, $350 on most. And so if we have this one, I got my hands on this one for $40, I believe. So if we get Sedley for $40, then we have us a steal. But as always, guys, we'll get through our blind smell reaction. We'll go through our scent test, and we'll see just how this one fares and whether this one is really worth the price. So as always, get through our unwrapping and we'll get into the review. Wrapping done, we pull it out. Okay, we got the box. Slide this one out. Take this piece out, and then we have Maahir Legacy right here. Boom, nice presentation. Got the bow. Let's unbow it. We unbow it and we take it out. All right. So we look at it, right? The presentation would maybe for some of us not really kind of make us think Sedley, right? Different presentation. They have this sort of unicorn, this horse cap, which I actually don't mind, right? The bottle go with all silver. It had a little bit of dust, a little bit of fingerprints, but you know, for being nitpicky, and that's something people care about. But for me, I don't care about that. All we care about is the smell. Not a magnetic cap, a clip-on cap, screw cap. So you have that going. All right. As far as bottle presentation, you can't beat it for a cheapy fragrance. It's definitely not done cheaply. You can definitely tell that they took some time. They took a bit of care in sort of putting the bottle design together. Definitely really sturdy bottle feel, so you won't have to worry about it breaking on you. Cap a little bit loose, but other than that, no. We're dicing apples and oranges. Really can't complain too much, right? As far as Maahir Legacy, what we're gonna be getting is a nice citrusy, aromatic, fresh, spicy fragrance, but you're gonna get some lavender. Wide array of fragrance notes. We have a lot of notes in here, and that is also the case with Sedley. Some of the main notes we're getting lime, lavender, we're getting grapefruit, we're also getting some pineapple in the opening. It'll dry down to a nice kind of floral green, a little spicier mid, black pepper. You're gonna get some oak moss in here as well. And in the base, we're getting that ambroxan, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. You're getting that tonka bean as well. Last, you're getting some cashmere and oak moss. So really nice wide array of fragrance notes. So it's really gonna be interesting to see what we pick up on first. But as always, let's get right into the review. Go through our blind smell test. So come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, definitely picking up on that nice citrusy opening. Is really nice. It's kind of smooth, right? This one doesn't have the furthest projection. It's not in your face projection, right? It's kind of one that's a little bit more subdued, a little bit more laid back. Definitely giving Sedley vibes. With that lime, mint, and grapefruit, this one to me reminds me, I believe it's either Mont Blanc Explorer Blue or Coach Blue, like that ozonic kind of watery lime that you get with that opening and those fragrances. So not bad, but it's still, it kind of is familiar, right? Definitely not synthetic. You're not getting a really synthetic DNA, so definitely the quality of the fragrance is good, right? But I can definitely see where it's for people who are looking for a fragrance that knocks their socks off. It may not do that for you because this fragrance does smell familiar to me. Definitely you're getting a nice citrusy, strong opening, which for those of us who want a vibrant fragrance, definitely I'm feeling summery spring. So the season and occasion that this one is marketed for is hitting the nail on the head. Good quality, good opening. I like it a lot. 1 for 1. All right, we got the tester strip, we have the fragrance. So what I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna pull out at least Coach Blue, because I do think it's something that was familiar whenever I first smelled it. So we're gonna use this as a frame of reference. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and spray Coach Blue over on this tester strip here, and then we'll have this over on the side. But we have tested strip for Maahir Legacy. Again, very familiar to me, so we're testing it out. I'm gonna see right here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll let this sit down. Again, when we're thinking about it and as it's settling down in the air, again, nice citrus heavy. You're not picking up too much on pineapple for me, right? You're not picking up on that sweet pineapple or that sweet citrus. It's giving really more lime heavy, more ozonic, right? More strong, more a little bit bitter to me, right? But in a nice way. It's definitely giving fresh out the shower like a Sedley would. It's giving very summer. You're gonna be outdoors. It's sunny. So from that aspect, it's definitely a good DNA. It's not gonna be your Mont Blanc Explorer, your Creed Aventus Pineapple Strong, where it's a little bit more tart. It's a little bit more sweet. It's giving way more fresh shower gel, fresh clothes, more so for me. But as we pull it out and we test it off the mid, let's see what we get. Now off the mid, you're picking up on different notes. You're picking up a little bit more on that spiciness. You're picking up on some juniper berries as well. You're getting that geranium as well. So you're getting a little bit more of that citrusy freshness, that fruitiness as it settles down. In the opening, it's a little bit strong on the ozonic lime, and then it's gonna settle down into more of a juniper, a little bit more of a berry type, and then it's got a little bit of a masculine black pepper spiciness for it. Now, when we refer back to the Coach Blue, yeah. See, again, that lime note was really the thing that kind of drew my eye. But other than that, it's gonna be its own unique fragrance. Definitely, Coach Blue is gonna be something that's really sort of more ozonic, but we'll put that one back. As far as comparing this one to Sedley, from what I recall, is testing it out in the mall, I'm there a whole lot. See, Sedley had a lavender note that is not as present here in Maahir Legacy. It's also a little bit more citrus strong, as far as you can definitely tell a little bit more the pineapple is in there. This one not so much with the Maahir Legacy. So that's the differentiation as far as these two fragrances are concerned. But again, for getting the fragrance for $40, you can't beat the price. Definitely quality enough, and the lasting power, I think the projection and everything else is pretty much as close to what you're gonna get. You're giving about 80% accuracy, I would say, so far. But nonetheless, I do like the scent, I do like the fragrance. Last part, we're gonna get through our skin test. We'll see if this is another dub. All right, after letting this settle down, you're picking up on that scent, yep, that woody base, that masculine sandalwood, that vetiver on that cedar, cashmere, and patchouli. So the base for me is really where I like the fragrance the most. I think the opening projection is going to be familiar for a lot of people, but once it settles down to that mid and the base is really where you're going to get the money. The more I let it sit down, the more I gave it a chance, the more I like the fragrance. So I think this is one of those you got to give it a chance. Probably wear it out a couple times, see how the masses like it on you. But as far as is it worth it, I think it's worth it. I think it's definitely worth, you know, if you have a couple extra dollars to put aside to adding more fragrances. You know, I think if you have a couple more dollars to put together to kind of expand on a fragrance collection, you want a nice spring, summer type fragrance for your collection. You don't want to spend a whole lot of money for it. I think definitely this is one to get your hands on, guys. But as always, I'll do it. Now, who will wear this, right? We always try to give who will wear this. I think really open age range, right? I think a guy who's in his teens who wants something nice, fresh, and masculine, right? I think this could work for you guys. I think a guy in his 20s could wear this. I think a guy even in his 30s and 40s who wants a nice, fresh, clean office gym fragrance. I think this one kind of has a versatility. These fresh fragrances I really kind of learned to appreciate as I've gotten into collecting. And the good thing about really kind of my journey is that I'm starting from scratch essentially with rebuilding my fragrances and rebuilding my collection, but I have all the know-how of testing out fragrances in the past, testing out the fresh niche fragrances and things of that nature. But this one definitely I can see as an all-purpose scent, right? That really won't cost you an arm and a leg, and then you can get a full bottle of it too, and you'll be able to last for quite a few months. As always, guys, that'll do it. Now the first impressions done and accounted for. We appreciate all you guys who listen and tap in. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit the subscribe and the follow button so you get notified anytime I drop any new fragrance content. You can also join the memberships tab to get exclusive perks and exclusive content. You can also drop super in the chat anytime you get the chance to. Let me know what fragrances you guys want me to try next. We'll get them done for you. We still got more to come, more from this recent haul to do. As always, have a good day. We'll catch you on the next one. Much love.